Attention, Manchester City fans. We have a bombshell news that could shake the future of our club. Pep Guardiola's stay is in jeopardy. After years of glory and triumphs, our mastermind could be on his way out. Are we about to witness the end of an era at the Etihad? Brace yourselves, because the future of Manchester City is about to be decided. But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave your like, and turn on notifications. Now let's dive into the news. Let's take a look back. Since arriving in 2016, Guardiola has transformed Manchester City into a true winning machine. Under his leadership, we secured our first and long-awaited UEFA Champions League, alongside 6 Premier League titles, dominating the most competitive league in the world. He is without a doubt a symbol of this brilliant era for City. However, like all good things, this glorious phase might be nearing its end. The main reason for this uncertainty is the fact that Guardiola's contract with Manchester City expires at the end of this European season, and so far he hasn't shown any interest in renewing it. This has left us all anxious. Are we really seeing the end of an era? Reliable sources, such as Goal, report that Manchester City has already issued an ultimatum to the coach. The board, respecting Pep's decision, wants an answer by next Christmas. In other words, the club has set a deadline until December for Guardiola to decide if he will continue or leave the team. From January onwards, he will be free to sign a pre-contract with any other club. The pressure is immense, and rightfully so, as City needs to start preparing for the 2025-2026 season with or without the coach. If Guardiola does decide to leave, what will become of our club? According to the same sources, Manchester City is already preparing to move forward, even without the man who led us to the top. The board plans to invest heavily in the transfer market to ensure the team remains competitive. Rumours suggest the club could spend up to $300 million to build a new star-studded squad if Pep chooses not to renew. Of course, losing Guardiola would be painful, but at least we know that City will stop at nothing to remain among the world's football elite. Reflecting on this, it's undeniable that the partnership between Guardiola and Manchester City has brought extraordinary results. 18 titles in total, including 6 Premier Leagues, 2 FA Cups, 3 Community Shields, 1 UEFA Champions League, 1 Club World Cup, and 1 UEFA Super Cup. These numbers are the stuff of dreams for any team in the world, all achieved under Pep's leadership. He not only built one of the most feared teams in Europe, but also revolutionized Manchester City's style of play. Our playing philosophy is imitated by clubs around the globe, all thanks to Guardiola. However, it's hard not to wonder, why hasn't Guardiola started negotiations for a renewal yet? We know he is a coach who thinks deeply before making decisions. Perhaps he's waiting to assess the team's performance this season before making his final choice. Or maybe he's considering new challenges elsewhere. We know he has already managed Barcelona and Bayern Munich, and he always seems to be searching for new horizons. Let's be honest, no one here wants to see Pep leave the club, right? The bond he has with Manchester City, his players, and the fans is truly special. He is more than just a coach. He's a vital part of the club's identity. However, we also understand that nothing lasts forever in football. If he decides to go, it will be a tough goodbye, but also an opportunity for the club to reinvent itself. For us, the fans, one thing is certain. Whatever Guardiola's decision, Manchester City will continue fighting for the top. The board is committed to doing whatever it takes to keep the club among the best in the world, and we as fans will be there to support no matter who is in charge. So fans, the big question is, what do you think will happen? Will Guardiola renew and continue leading us to more triumphs, or are we truly witnessing the beginning of the end of this magical era at Manchester City? We want to hear your thoughts. Manchester City is aware of Guardiola's desire to sign a young talent who dreams of playing for Real Madrid, and to ensure the coach's stay. The board is willing to fulfill that wish. Guardiola is heading into what might be his last season at City. His current contract runs until July 2025, but at the end of last season, the coach made it clear that he was more inclined to leave than renew, causing great concern among the club's management. In the transfer market, Pep Guardiola is determined to bring Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen to Manchester City in 2025. This move suggests that the coach may be reconsidering his stance and could be more open to extending his tenure with the English club. Wirtz is widely regarded as one of the biggest prospects in world football. Last season, he was a key player in Bayer's Bundesliga title win and was named the tournament's best player. However, the German player's main career goal is to play for Real Madrid. According to fluctuates.com, another player on Guardiola's radar is Lamine Yamal from Barcelona, but Wirtz remains his top priority. the young German perfectly fits the profile Pep is looking for and is even seen as an ideal replacement for De Bruyne in the future. Manchester City is prepared to spend $120 million, approximately $102 million, to convince Leverkusen to release Wirtz. This figure matches the German club's expectations, making the deal highly feasible. However, the biggest challenge for City, and especially for Guardiola, will be convincing the player. Wirtz's desire is to play for Real Madrid, a dream strongly influenced by Toni Kroos, his former teammate, who has already shared his experiences of playing in the Spanish capital. Pep Guardiola received some bad news this Tuesday, 10th at Manchester City. Defender Nathan Ake suffered a muscle injury to the back of his left thigh during the match between the Netherlands and Germany. Haars had to be stretchered off the field before halftime. The 29-year-old defender was replaced by Jurrien Timber. Last season, Ake was a key player in Manchester City's Premier League title-winning campaign. During the 2023-24 season, Ake made 44 appearances, scoring 3 goals and providing 2 crucial assists. The defender, standing at 180 meters, is also a central figure for the Dutch national team. As of now, there has been no official confirmation regarding how long Ake will need to recover and return to full fitness for Guardiola's squad. Meanwhile, Manchester City is considering a major investment of up to $320 million to prepare for a potential departure of Pep Guardiola next season. However, the coach remains focused on the team's current commitments. The English side is gearing up to face Inter Milan in their Champions League opener, scheduled for 18th September. In the Premier League, City's next challenge will be against Brentford, following the end of the international break. This clash, part of the 4th round, is set for the upcoming Saturday. We've reached the end of another video. Thanks for staying up to date with all the Manchester City news. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news or updates about Manchester City. Turn on notifications to stay informed. See you next time.